have a liquid lipstick, and I find that it's good. It's definitely drying, like, mostly all liquid lipsticks, but my sister gets mad at me when I, like, wanted to buy. I just wanted to buy one thing just to say, just like, what the hell is all the hype about? And, like, I mean, it's pretty good.
I mean, that
her eyeshadow palette, the burgundy one is gorgeous.
Yeah. And the holiday one, it has, like, that evergreen. Oh, my God.
Oh, I didn't see the shades of it.
And it has, like, a white.
We're talking about Kylie.
We're talking about makeup. For those of you who don't know my obsession, I have a big obsession with makeup.
Yeah, Liz is a big makeup.
love makeup.
She's very good at it, too.
But, very good. She's very talented. But Kylie's new palette, I don't have anything of hers, but I saw it and I was like, wow, that's actually really pretty.
Yeah. She's stepping up. I mean, there was a lot of controversy in the beginning because apparently people were getting, like, defective, like, wands on their lipsticks, and I mean...
But I mean, it was her first launch.
Right, and like, it's Kylie Jenner, so everyone's gonna, like, critique, really focus,
and the girl is 19.
Her. I know. And you think, like, oh my God, 19. she can't even drink yet.
Yeah.
And she has this, like, life where I'm like, oh my God, wait, you're not even, like, you're not even 21.
Like, Kendall just turned 21.
Kendall just turned 21.
Did she? Yeah. And
she's insane. Gorgeous. Yeah. And it's so crazy how Kylie's changed, like, over the years. Like, she's become so exotic looking, like, almost like Kim. It's, like, ridiculous.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous.
That's what money gets you.
Yeah. And, you know, when she was younger, she wasn't as, like, tan.
Yeah.
No.
She's, like, she's very bronzed
so
now.
different.
And now she's changed her hair a bunch. She just looks super, like, different. And, I mean, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to see, like, transformation. Like, in the gym, they'll play all the old episodes of the Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I'm like, oh my God.
She looks so different.
Kendall looks the same, she's just definitely more mature and gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. I can't believe we're talking about the Kardashians.
No, I was just going to say, you guys were looking for One Tree Hill. No, this is Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
This is Keeping Up with the Kardashians podcast, if you weren't.
Yeah. Skirt. So, hi. Welcome. This is Tree Hill Talk.
This is actually Tree Hill Talk.
Yeah,
we talk about One Tree Hill.
Mm-hmm. We're here to talk about One Tree Hill, that lovely show that we love.
Yeah.
So great.
It's really, though, I have a special place in my heart for One Tree Hill.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
It's different
Well, it brought upon the podcast, too, so...
Oh, yeah.
Forever.
It's just very special.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we watch 2 episodes at a time, because I know we have new listeners.
So
we're
so excited.
Welcome
to the
family.
We
don't always start with talking about
we don't.
at all.
But we were just ranting about makeup.
Yes.
Which is, you know.
And we have a pre-show that we record before our podcast.
So we're in a talking mode.
So we're
very chatty today.
And it's early. It's only 9:26 right now.
Last week we recorded at 11:30 and we thought we were going to die.
They were literally shut off mid-word.
The show literally shut down. So today we're good. We are energized.
We got some tea. We're good.
So here we go. So this week we watched season 3, episodes 10 and 11 of One Tree Hill.
So we are halfway done with this season.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's 22 episodes. That's crazy.
It is crazy. So,
on our pre-show, we were talking about how we won't be done with the show until actually February of 2018. So
if we
have a long
ways
to go, but it's still exciting that we're almost halfway done. We're halfway done with this season.
You guys are going to be with us for a long time. Hopefully you guys don't get sick of us.
No, stay with us.
Stay with us.
Please.
Stay for the ride.
Because the discussion will always change.
It will.
You know?
It definitely will.
So episode 10 was A Brave New World. We can start there.
Okay.
We have a couple little different storylines going on with some of our kiddos of Tree Hill.
Our kiddos.
They are kids.
Yeah, they really are. Mm-hmm. They're legit.
They're 17 years old.
Yeah, 17 and 18-year-olds. Brooke and Lucas. Oh, before we even start, can we talk about the flashback montage in the beginning?
Yeah, I guess because we talked about it last time that it was a mid-season finale. So I guess when we came back, we needed to really refresh everyone for a good 3 minutes.
Even though we long.
It was very long.
A summary of all 10 episodes or whatever.
It was a good summary of everything. It kind of set the tone because it's kind of, this is a new story arc, I think. There are a lot of new things happening. Some of the things are still continuing on, but things are changing for sure.
Yes. Yeah, things have changed.
So Brooke and Lucas, they're official.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, but so we have them, making out nothing happens, but they spend the night together. Mm-hmm. And then Lucas gets a phone call, and it's Peyton. And he's like, I have to go. Very,
nondescriptive.
I feel like I've seen this before. Yeah. And the reason Peyton called was because Peyton wants to go find Ellie, and Lucas promised her way back when that if she wanted to go find Ellie, Luke would go with her.
Right.
Yeah. So she took him up on that offer and said, you made me a promise, we're going. And he's like, oh, when? She's like, right now. So off they go. And then
little does Peyton know that now Lucas and Brooke are official.
Right, so Peyton didn't even know that they were official. And she finds out because he says, oh, so I spent the night with Brooke and, we're boyfriend-girlfriend now. And Peyton loses it because she's like, she says, how can
call
you...
it right now.
How can you let this happen? Remember last time we went on a trip and what must she be thinking? And
yeah.
And Lucas is like, oh, yeah.
Oh, I guess I should call her. And then he does call her, and he still kind of doesn't... say the words that I guess Brooke needed to hear because she still doesn't trust the fact that he was with Peyton. Oh, he's with his other girlfriend is what she says.
Right. She says that after the fact. Yeah. Obviously, she's being
passive aggressive.
Right. Very passive. Do you think she trusts him now? Do you think she's there?
I think it's so hard to tell.
It's hard to tell.
I think so. I think she's just like, it's almost like, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Like, really?
It's like a self-confidence thing too. Like, okay, this is the girl that he cheated on me with.
And my best friend.
Right.
So it makes the situation a little bit different. If it was anyone else,
right,
I don't think she would have been that upset. But it's Peyton.
Right.
I just wish Peyton, after she yells at Lucas, grabbed the phone and was like, Brooke.
Like, reassure her, but she doesn't.
She doesn't.
Yeah, no.
And, she was just distracted because she's going to see Ellie.
She's going to go find Ellie, yeah. So, I mean...
I just don't know why. Like, I know she and Lucas got really close over the summer when they were the
only two left.
And they had each other. But why... And I guess she would take Lucas, but, like, why wouldn't you take your best friend?
Right. Or just at least tell her that, like, this is what's happening.
Isn't that weird?
It is weird. It is.
I see why it's weird.
Yeah.
And then even... when they go out there to see Ellie, she's like, I'm sorry I kind of dragged you along. I think I just needed you to, like, give me the push. Like,
yeah.
Thanks.
Well, to tie in, Logan sent us a question on Snapchat.
Yes. Hi, Logan.
Thoughts on Lucas going on the road trip with Peyton?
Yeah.
That's where we are right now. She wants to know also.
My thought about that. And
I think it was innocent, obviously.
No.
Like, it was it was a genuine, they got together this summer, they became close again as friends, and she was in she said, like, oh, I needed you to get me here, but he said, no, you didn't, but she probably she did.
You need a buddy in that situation.
She knew she made the decision to go see Ellie, but was scared, and having Luke there kind of really was that push that she needed.
Yeah.
And then we can just talk about her getting there with Ellie. So what did you guys think about how Ellie responded? And
well, she didn't ring the doorbell or anything. She knocked, but then the door was open, so she just walked in.
Of course, she just waltzed right in.
Tree Hill
Isn't that what you do?
Yeah.
I mean, at first I thought, I kept going back and forth this whole episode as Ellie's lying about cancer. Mm-hmm. No, Ellie really does have cancer. No, Ellie really is good. No, she's not good. She's gonna die. Like, the whole episode. But then I'm like, she's not lying because Larry knew. Or maybe, I don't know. I didn't think, because Larry knew she was dying.
Right. So Larry knows that the cancer's back.
Right.
I mean, we all know. I think Peyton knows, but Peyton keeps fishing and asking those questions because I think she wants Ellie to say for herself out loud, yes, my cancer is back. And we know that she's not seeking the treatment. She stopped the treatment. Right, we have that scene where the doctor is calling her and saying, you really need to call us back about stopping your treatment. And then she blasts the music,
so she doesn't want to hear it.
She doesn't want to hear it. And she's made I think she made her choice. It was whether it was, we all know that cancer treatment is very involved and stressful and time consuming, and you're in the hospital, and she doesn't. It makes you sick, and she even mentioned that it makes you sick, and she doesn't want to spend her time like that. She'd rather spend her time with Peyton. And now they have this project going on with the CD
Right, that was her way of kind of like, well, I didn't come for nothing. This is my reasoning for it, even though...
She needed something.
That she wants Ellie's help to create the CD to raise money and awareness for breast cancer research.
Which is great.
Which was great. Allie on Twitter sent us, last minute because she fell asleep. It's funny because...
She's so cute.
As always, I always tweet out on Twitter and Instagram and blast that we were recording to get people's comments and questions for the show. And I was like, where's Allie? She hasn't reached out yet. Girl, are you okay? Like, she fell asleep. It's all right. She took a nap, but she's here. So Allie says about this scene... I'm glad she found Ellie after being haunted by her guilt of sending her away. Ellie's music collection is goals as fuck. And then broke my heart when they got into the fight and Ellie told Peyton to leave, but I'm glad she came back in the end.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was very sad.
It was. I mean, I think Peyton was just pushing a little bit too much.
Move in with me.
Yeah, move in with me.
I mean... also an adult who's dealing with a 17-year-old daughter.
Right. That she has no relationship with.
Dealing with a 17-year-old. And then a 17-year-old dealing with a newfound mother
that has cancer.
So no one really knows what the limit is and how to have this conversation, right? Mm-hmm. So people are going to react without thinking fully.
And which, Peyton did previously. She kind of blew things out of proportion without letting Ellie, explain herself. And then Ellie kind of did the same thing.
I was just going to say that. Yeah. Ellie literally just did the same thing. Blew up at Peyton just like Peyton blew up at Ellie and kind of drove her away.
Right. But it didn't take Ellie long for her to kind of be like, because she's an adult. And she's like, you know what?
Back.
It's better that I have a relationship with my daughter and not...
But she did say, it's strictly business.
Yeah.
But we know that's not the case.
That's not the case.
And
she's being very nurturing to her, too. Like, they were, like, laying next to each other on the bed. And she was, like, petting her head. And, like, she definitely is feeling it. But she's not letting herself go. I mean, it's hard, because with her now, she did stop the treatment. So... At any time, this is a very scary thing.
She's just going to enjoy
I'm hoping that Peyton's going to kind of convince her to
get treatment.
It doesn't seem like Ellie really has anyone else either, which is sad. So maybe she came to terms with that she was okay to go because she doesn't really have anything else.
Yeah.
What do we think, going back now, because we're talking about Peyton and Luke taking the trip together, what did you think about Luke and his encounter with his old friend, Faith? Allie says, I liked Luke's encounter with his old friend.
He has good female friendships, which I feel like in high school you don't see that a lot unless you've grown up with them, I feel like, as a kid. Because in high school you kind of, hormones are crazy, and we always have that debate of, do girls and guys approach each other because they want to be friends, or it's because they're attracted to you, or whatnot?
Right.
So it's hard, it's a touchy situation. So it's weird to see. Yeah, he has a lot of. He's a good
The only thing that bothered me about Faith, and this is me nitpicking. Why didn't she ask about Haley? Clearly, Faith knew Haley.
Right.
She asked about maybe Brooke. This was.
No, because Haley and Lucas have grown up forever.
Yeah, I guess.
It's always been them, right?
Yeah.
And she said she came in freshman year, and that's when Lucas and Faith became friends. This is honestly, it's so stupid.
Very nitpicky. Yeah, but that's okay.
Because she asked about
Brooke. It makes sense. I honestly didn't even think about it until you're saying it. I'm like, oh, yeah.
And she asked about Peyton, too. And I was like, what about Haley? Like, the three of you must have hung out. If Lucas was saving Faith, from the bullies and everything, then Haley was probably there too. Right. So wouldn't they unless
unless it was just strictly
it
doesn't matter. No, I get what you're saying.
No, but it would have made sense for her to be like, oh, how's Hales?
Exactly.
Just asking.
Yeah. But I did like their exchange, and I liked them on the basketball
court. And I really liked her character.
Yes.
Destroying the guys on the court, being really good at basketball, her mother being a coach, having that connection with Luke, both being the outsiders, both being good at basketball. It was refreshing to have a nice little character, and then off she went.
Exactly.
It was,
and that was it.
It was good. And it gave a reason for Luke to be there, and it gave Luke something to do.
Right. Luckily, he had a friend there.
Would Luke just be sitting out in the car,
I was wondering, when he approached her, I was like, is he just talking to a rando?
Yeah. And I was trying, because when the scene first cuts in, you just see a dark hair like black hair, and I'm like, who is this? And I'm thinking that we're still in Tree Hill. I'm like, oh wait, I forgot that he wasn't even in Tree Hill anymore. And then it like pans out to her, and he's talking to her. I'm like, oh, okay, he knows her.
Yeah, this is a girl he knows.
Which was nice. I liked their friendship.
Right. And you know, he talks to Brooke and talks to Faith about Brooke and defends Brooke, says she's changed, she's not the same girl she used to be, which we've seen her change. Ooh. And then Lucas comes back to Brooke and at first lies, saying, oh, the car broke down.
Yeah, I knew he was lying.
It's gonna be, you know, a late night, and Brooke is about to, you could tell she's about to lose her shit.
Oh, you're gonna sleep in a hotel again with me?
She's about to completely snap after the day she had. Yeah. But Luke was there, and what did you think about Luke bringing her to the river court and saying, you know, this is me, this is where I started, this is where the river court is part of him. Yeah. And the fact that he brought... I mean, she's been there before.
Right, she says that too. I've been here before. He's like, yeah, but not like in this context. Like, I'm showing you this is who I am, and like, now you're a big part of it too.
The biggest part.
The biggest part of it.
The biggest part.
And she sits down with Mouth and is there while he's playing a game on the river court.
I didn't realize that he didn't... Because we see him there a lot practicing, but
now with the guys.
He hasn't been with the guys, crew in a while, Yeah, I don't know what they're doing upstairs.
Those are our guy friends stomping around like savages upstairs.
Our guy friends have known each other since they're about 13 and 14 years old, and every Thursday they hang out, and it just so happens that every Thursday we hang out. So if you hear sounds and men and them, just, ignore him.
Yeah, just ignore it. They're just part of the...
What do you think about Brooke and her fashion line?
It's all happening really quickly for her.
Yeah, I mean, so she...
Doesn't seem like she's really struggling much. I mean, she's being a little overdramatic with the website thing. Like, we didn't understand the logic of it, because when you purchase an item online, do you get it within 24 hours? No, that doesn't happen.
Especially on Etsy, things are made
I think she was just overwhelmed. She made a site thinking... She was never confident in her designs, but that was something she liked to do, and she made these outfits, these shirts, these dresses... And she launched her site, obviously with the help of Mouth, and all of a sudden she sold like 1 or 2, and she's like, cool, great. And every time she would refresh, it would go up 10 more, 12,
she had like 43
and ended like, I think we saw the last number was like 40-something. And she started freaking out because she says, I only have 4 dresses and a couple of t-shirts. And it shows that she's talented and people actually want her designs, but she wasn't prepared. Yeah. No. So she gathers up everyone. She has Mouth. Haley's helping her. Rachel shows up to cause a little...
Bevan and the kids.
Bevan and the kids. All these children for child labor.
Yeah, child labor laws.
And, Brooke is just losing it. Allie on Twitter says, Brooke's storyline was hilarious. I adore Mouth and Bevan, all in caps. She was oblivious to Haley stressing about Nate, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Well, Haley didn't really, let it on.
No, Haley, every time Haley would mention, I don't understand what would bring a guy to stay the night with a girl and then leave in the morning, and Brooke thought she was referencing to Luke.
Well, it happened to both of them, really.
So what was going on there was that Haley and Nate slept together, and Dan, of course, got into Nathan's ear and was saying, I saw your wife... Are you guys using protection? It's insinuating that Haley's trying to trap him with a baby.
He also took the note that Nathan left Haley in the morning.
So Haley was left thinking...
Haley didn't really know what was happening. Like, she probably felt like, was this a booty call, one night stand?
And it's true, because he got up because he got the call.
He got up and left. And, in a normal situation, that would be okay, but, that's your husband that you just got back together with, and you really don't have much confidence in this relationship. So that could be hurtful, having him leave in the morning and not being there when you wake up. It's basically a booty call.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Allie says, I felt bad for Nate. I'm sure it's hard for a kid to realize his mom isn't happy and truly realize how much damage Dan has caused her.
Yeah.
So we had the scene. The reason Nate left Haley in the morning was because he got a call from Deb. They met up in some motel, and Deb dropped the bomb on everything, told Nate that she was never happy, that she tried to kill Dan, that she didn't succeed, obviously, and that she was leaving Tree Hill.
Yeah, she's not coming back.
And then Nate, of course, storms out because he's so upset about it. But then you see that Nate was still outside, and he mentioned that he remembered his 13th birthday, how happy he was because they went. I don't remember where they went.
They went to
a game, right?
Game, yeah.
And then he slowly started to realize and remember the look on her face, apparently, and that she was not happy then when he remembered it as like a happy family moment.
It's crazy to think that, like, especially, you know, when you're 17 years old and, like, think back, like, your favorite memory of your parents and then remembering, like, it differently.
A new perspective on your memory when you go back and reflect.
Yeah, and then Deb mentions the fact that scouts had come for Oak Lake. Was that the name of
Oak Lake? Trio and Oak Lake.
High school for Nate, and he brushed them away. So why do you think Dan really did push them away? Is it because Dan wants to control him in Tree Hill?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure. Yeah. He doesn't want to lose
Have
him.
a hold over him.
He doesn't want to lose anything that he can control.
What do you guys think about Deb and the burning and
Well,
oh, okay.
I'm glad you said that because our new follower who's been fantastic on Twitter, the 20s Collective at the 20s Collect, says, has your opinion of Deb changed since first season?
I don't feel like it has.
No.
I still feel like she's the same Deb. She's unfortunately doesn't.
damaged.
She's very damaged.
I feel sad that
I feel bad for her.
I feel sad for her, but I feel sad for Nate because she's just deserting him.
Yeah, for the second time.
For the second time, because she can't handle it. And it's like,
And he says that.
I know.
He says, "Oh, you're
That's
brave
the
enough.
easy way out.
You're brave enough to kill him, but you're not brave enough to just leave him."
Right.
So
Which we kept saying that like every episode. It was so frustrating. Deb, like, why are you still staying around? We didn't understand
but she is a strong character.
Very much so.
She is. That's why this is so.
But I mean, I hate to get very serious, but if you think about a lot of people that are in abusive relationships. And it's not even, a lot of the times it's because they love the person so much, but she doesn't even love Dan anymore.
Right.
She said it plenty of times. And I think she's just so, I don't know. There was that time where she wanted to stay because she wanted a family for Nate. But even now, it's just, I think she didn't succeed in trying to kill Dan, but maybe part of her is relieved that it didn't happen, but then part of her still wants him dead. So I think pulling herself away from it all is her way of...
Yeah, it's toxic. To be in Tree Hill is just... She's surrounded by what killed her, really.
Yeah.
You know? It's sad because now Nate... God, these kids, they're fucking parents.
I know.
The
and
parents
he
aren't
said,
great.
too, he's like, I don't want to be alone. I'm not happy alone.
How
And she's
sad
like,
was
but
that?
you have Haley.
Yeah.
It's true, but it just shows you how he's still a kid.
Yeah,
he is a kid.
Still
And
needs
he
your mom.
His
Still
mom.
need your mom. And his mom is a murderer, almost.
Right?
But I don't think my opinion, to answer the question, I don't think my opinion has changed of her.
No.
I've always seen her as a strong... I don't know how to say it. Very strong character, but gets whatever she wants done, she usually gets it done.
Yeah.
And I think she's spent so much time being this... She said so herself, the whole time she was miserable, and she got pregnant early, and she's been with Dan this whole... I can't imagine being married to Dan for so long.
I think she just got stuck.
I think she just got stuck, and now... I don't want to say snapped because she didn't snap, but internally I think
she's done.
She's done.
She reached the breaking point.
Yeah.
And then, you see her last episode, 2 episodes ago, and Dan wins the election, and she's, from afar staring at him through and, just being like, no, this is not my life anymore. I'm just done. And then he looked up, and she wasn't there anymore, and she was gone.
And she left.
Now... Is anyone aware that she's gone? I mean, Dan knows she's...
Dan mentions, your mother took off without abandoned
and
you.
Karen, I guess,
again, or
knows.
Who knows?
And that's that, I guess.
Since we mentioned Dan, do we want to save the rating for him at the end of the show after we talk about both episodes? At the end of the podcast, we'll give our Dan rating?
Yeah.
That way, as we talk about more of what he does throughout the 2 episodes, we can kind of really...
bring on some emotions.
Yeah, anything else we want to touch on before we jump into episode 11?
Do you have
Any other notes for that episode?
Faith.
Faith.
Deb. No, I think that's it.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So episode 11 is Return of the Future.
Dun,
Which
dun, dun.
before we watched the episode, Michelle and I just jokingly were like, Keith's coming back this episode. He's coming back. We
Return
just
of the Future means Return of Keith.
Return of
Right.
Keith.
We
should
should talk about his return.
What
start with that.
annoying scene. Did
everyone else feel the same?
Let's see.
Out there, I know you can't answer back, but in your car or you're at the gym, say it out loud.
Yeah, get your anger and frustrations out here.
When we put the episode up.
I'd like to know what everyone thought about the way he came back. I have Allie's comments here. It starts screaming, all in caps.
Yeah.
Keith is back. I love how happy Karen was to see him. They belong together.
I live for that.
Yeah, well, was...
Yeah.
As you see Alyssa's
and then
face. We're going to post that picture.
I already posted it.
They took a picture of me when Karen and Keith were embracing, and I was just in my glory. It was like I fell in love again, and
sweetest little face.
And she also says, him and Luke catching up was great. I missed Luke and Keith together.
I just missed Keith in general.
Keith coming back
everything
was just
about him.
Just a breath of fresh air.
But it was weird how he came back.
Okay, yeah. Let it all out, guys.
Play?
Yeah, Brooke and Nate and Lucas are talking.
Because they're leaving the game.
Because they're leaving the game that they lost.
And they're talking about, getting lucky.
Yeah.
And whatever.
Right.
And all of a sudden we see Brooke look and she screeches.
She runs.
And I'm like, who's it gonna be? Her I don't know who I thought. Now we were both like at the same time like, Keith? What the hell?
She's so excited.
She's so excited and loving, like hugging. They're hugging and embracing for a long time, and I'm like, they didn't even know each other. She doesn't even go here. She wasn't even invited to his wedding.
I know. She got in because of Lucas, and then I was just like, this is how we bring Keith back. I mean, I'm glad he's back, but
yeah. It just didn't make any sense. But a very good surprise. Yes. Very good surprise.
I think maybe that's what they were going for.
Because, I mean,
because I see it as you guys clearly on the podcast have been saying we want Keith back, we want him back, when is he coming back, this is it, this will be the moment. And we just have this scene, like after a basketball game, Brooke is just talking about getting laid, very like, and all of a sudden, boom, Keith's there.
It was definitely a good surprise.
I think it was that's what they were going for, I really do. I think that was... You're just sitting there like, okay, Brooke and Lucas talking about, like, banging and, like, whatever.
I guess if it was Lucas that ran up, you would have been like, oh my god, is it Keith?
Yeah, you
would really wanted that surprise factor.
I just think it was out of her character to do that. But again, surprise factor was good.
Yeah.
Because obviously we were surprised.
Right.
You were.
I guess, like, if we had a random knock on the door, we kind of would have said, oh, is that Keith? Or, like, just
how
something.
How else would they drop Keith?
Yeah.
I could, if I was...
If you had to write it, go ahead.
Well, I mean, I like the surprise, but maybe, like... I don't know, he would have just went into the cafe.
Yeah, I wanted him to see Karen first.
I know, but it would have been, like,
the first one.
The first meeting that we knew Keith is back.
Yeah.
Or he would have, like... walked in, she didn't see him, and he sits down with like a menu, something, and she goes, "Oh, can I have?" And then there's
yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I would have.
I know.
Still been shocked, like,
too.
"Oh, can I help you?" Blah blah blah, and then it's Keith, because we wouldn't have suspected. I wouldn't have like.
No,
I would have been like, "Oh, it's a patron."
Yeah.
Either way, Keith's back! Yay!
Words cannot describe my happiness.
Right, and then the scene with Karen, where he just comes in, he's like, "Oh, I heard this is the best cup of coffee in town." And she drops the coffee.
And that was my lovey-dovey face at that moment in time.
That's the picture we tweeted out and sent out of Liz. The moment Keith and Karen reunite, which is so cute.
And I just felt so much.
And when they like rekindled, and then both of us were like, "Karen,"
we're like, "Don't mess this up again.
Don't fuck this up, Karen.
Fuck this up, and don't fuck with his heart and emotions."
No.
He's back.
No, she knew it.
Don't fuck it up, Karen.
And she does say, it took me traveling to the other side of the world to realize everything I want is right here.
And I predicted Andy. I was an Andy. I was a Keith fan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But I was an Andy fan.
I had to come to terms with the fact that she wasn't going to be with Keith, and that was going to be okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't what I wanted, but that was going to be okay.
I know you were always, and I was like, no, Andy's better. I was the one over here on the Andy train. Because I guess I was kind of in denial of accepting him.
But
they were in denial too,
could not be happier.
That kiss, though.
That kiss was...
Finally.
My melted.
Oh, and then we see lights, and
I was like, police?
Arrested.
That's a fucking Dan.
That's a fucking Dan.
Yeah, that's a fucking Dan. When you think back to it, though, like, after we watched the episode and you reflect, you kind of maybe could see it coming.
Yeah.
Because we finally see on the surveillance camera that it was
Dan
Keith.
has the video,
which we predicted.
Right.
Keith was buying the alcohol and he was working with Deb. We didn't know Keith was actually going to burn him and kill him, shoot him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but that wasn't the same bottle.
It was not
that
the same
he
bottle.
brought.
No, I know.
So I feel like there's a way.
That.
I know Dan doesn't know that,
doesn't
but
know
I feel
that.
like there's a way for them to like.
It might be a different year, or
the receipt of like the time that it was bought. Like,
but like you said, Dan's the mayor.
Dan's the mayor.
He's got
and
his
he knows
cop
people.
buddies.
Yeah, so if you think about it, in this town, very small town, to be the mayor, you really, and it's a TV show, mayor has all of the control, and we see that because Keith does go to Dan and say, look, if I wanted to kill you, I would have killed you.
Yeah.
I didn't kill you, it wasn't me. Dan shows the footage. Keith just brushes it off because Keith knows he didn't do it.
And he has nothing.
And he has nothing on him besides that video, which is circumstantial.
Yeah.
And Keith just walks away and doesn't think anything of it, but Dan being the mayor, when we have that reuniting moment of Karen and Keith and they're kissing, we have the flashing lights, the cops come, arrest Keith for trying to murder Dan, which we then find out that Keith was going to kill him that night.
Yeah,
so he got drunk. He got drunk because he was upset that Karen was leaving to go to Australia with Andy.
Aww.
And he was drinking. He hadn't had drinks for a while and got obliterated and was going to kill Dan with a gun. And then Deb comes and says, this isn't your fight, this isn't your battle. And she
decides she's
my war.
It's my war.
Yeah.
And she decides to go do it. And then she wakes him up in a panic saying, I burned him, but he's still alive. And that's when Keith says, okay, I'll leave town. You know, they won't know that Keith didn't really have anything to do with it, but knowing that Deb did it, he was an accomplice. So now we know why Keith hasn't been back. It's because technically he did come back, but we didn't know that.
And Karen says, I did see you that night.
Yeah.
Or was it Deb?
No,
Across the
Karen.
way.
Karen, remember we saw it?
Yeah, the flash. And then it was one of those moments where the car drives by him and the person's there and then
Did she
gone.
imagine him or not?
Yeah, so, and now he's getting arrested, and we see Dan with a smug look on his face. You see Dan make eye contact with the cop who's, like, giving him a smirk, because they're all in his pocket now.
Yep.
Because technically he's the boss of all of them.
Yep.
I think, I could be wrong, I think Deb will
confess.
I do. I don't think she's going to let
Keith take the hit.
I think that would be obviously the right thing to do.
You don't think she'll do that?
I don't know. I'm you know what? I would hate to obviously see her in jail.
No, me too.
That would make me sad, but you know what? You did it though. And this man who technically is innocent, even though he had the intentions of doing it, he's still innocent.
He is innocent.
He really didn't have any part of it.
He was going to shoot him.
Yeah.
So it was like a totally different motive.
Totally different motive, yeah.
Well, the way he was going to do
Right.
it, execute it.
Right.
I could see her coming. I hope she comes forward.
Yeah, maybe that will kind of
because with
show Nathan like this is the right thing to do. Like,
yeah, let me take
we just can't get happy moments with Keith. It's just everything.
I know this guy. This
shits
poor
on.
guy. He can't have one happy thing in his life.
Well,
He's finally with Karen, and then it's
he
like
had the kiss.
He did get the kiss.
And then you know what? That would be enough for him.
Or Karen, I think maybe will be
maybe
like, Deb, you need to.
Oh yeah, because Karen does know now.
But
I think
don't
everybody
know.
knows.
If Karen has Deb's contact, I mean, she can get it.
She'll find
it or something.
Karen's a smart cookie.
But the problem with the evidence, the bottle's burnt. Like, there's no evidence left from the scene, right? Mm-hmm. So
they can't go by that. Some lawyer is gonna say, "Look,
I hope so.
How many people buy this bottle of alcohol?"
Yeah, and then Dan will have all this shit in his pocket, like, oh, well, look at the past records of Keith, and blah, blah. And then, you can go, well, Keith can say, well, you paid a woman to fall in love, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, It's going to go back and forth.
So is this what we're going into? We're
going into trials?
I don't know, that'd be kind of exciting.
16, I guess, is when we get the resolution? Is that what's going to happen? So Lucas probably isn't going to die in 16. Because you know how I changed the prediction for 16.
Yeah, I feel like you guys change your predictions every episode.
Yeah.
Well,
we want to keep you guys on your toes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Keith back, and now he's in jail, so cool.
Yep.
And so we cannot have another Peyton and Jake situation. That was devastating.
Speaking of Peyton, we can talk about Peyton. It was cool that her and Ellie are bonding and having, working on this whole music thing together, because we saw Ellie's insane record collection.
Yeah.
And I know Allie on Twitter said that her record collection was goals. Mm-hmm. And they go off to find this band. Let me see, what was the name of the band? Surf. Not a Surf, I think it was.
Not a Surf, yeah.
And they go to the show. Ellie gets them in, pretending to be some assistant or something or other. And they recruit the band because, once again, Peyton knows her stuff. She knows about the band and their history, and plays to the manager saying, this is for a benefit, it's for an album to, raise money for breast cancer. They follow their hearts. I think they would really like this. And the manager actually agrees.
Yeah,
and they end up getting the band, and they also so they have Peyton's door, and they're writing all the bands they've gotten. So they have Haley James Scott.
Yeah, Fall Out Boy,
Jimmy Eat World, Not a Surf, and there was one other one on there, and I don't remember what it was, but I saw them written on there.
Was this compilation made in real life to download? For the,
that'd be cool.
I think it was, actually. Yeah, it's a real CD.
Mixtape for the show.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
Yeah, it is a real CD. So, we have them bonding. Ellie's living with Peyton now, which is good, because Peyton living in that house by herself is kind of sad. But now she has her mom, quote unquote, and they do have a really nice moment. Peyton does say, I hope you're here when this album actually is made.
And she promises
her that she will be. So we shall see. Let me see. Allie on Twitter. I know she had a couple more comments on this. I think it's cool seeing Peyton and Ellie working on music together. Ellie is a bad bitch. I love her. She is. She knows her stuff. She does. She knows what she wants and how she wants to live her life.
She knows the industry, it seems like.
Yeah.
We can talk about Naily drama.
Oh.
Since Allie mentioned... Allie's comments are pretty funny. Oh my god, to the Naily drama, and then Dan trying to get in Nate's head about it. That's a fucking Dan right there.
Touching Haley's bra? That's a creeper Dan right there. So
creepy. I don't remember if that was this epised or the last one, but
the first episode, yeah.
Dan showing up in the room.
And then she's like, don't get any closer, and then he leans on the bed.
And she's naked, like a 17-year-old girl.
That's disgusting.
So creepy.
He's so disgusting.
Dan is literally the worst. So Naily drama is the fact that Nate thinks that Haley is not taking her pills.
Trying to trap him, as quote-unquote.
And he thinks this he didn't even think of it. The only reason he's thinking of it is
nobody thought of it except for Dan.
Dan is getting into his head. And there is this fear that both Luke and Nate constantly have throughout the show, is that they're going to end up like Dan. Right. So obviously Nate then thought, shit, if I have a kid now, I'm going to be like my dad.
Right.
And that's the last thing he wants to do. So I think Dan is playing on that.
Of course.
And Dan knows that his son hates him so much that would
be a fear of him. Yeah, of his.
So every time we see Dan and Nate, Dan kind of jibes him with, Haley walks over. Oh, you're glowing, Haley. Or,
he's so gross.
He's so bad. And then, so Haley is cooking for Nate. They're making mac and cheese, and she hurts her so good. After we just ate Brussels sprouts and sweet potatoes, but so she hurts herself. Nate goes in the cabinet, finds birth control, but Brooke walks in like, what are you doing?
Like, that's my birth control.
That's my birth control. Band-Aids are one cabinet over. And then he's looking for birth control and doesn't see any. So he assumes that Haley wasn't using any protection, which she said she wasn't on the pill because they haven't hooked up in forever, so why take it?
And she went over there not knowing they were going to have sex.
Yeah. He had said stay. He didn't have condoms.
And it was the heat of the moment, as
it was the heat of the moment. Neither of them had protection.
No, I still
100%
Can I tell you
please.
How I feel about the vagina and sex?
Yes, please.
Okay. I view it as a VIP club. If there's no jacket, there's no entry.
Yes.
That's how I feel, ladies and gentlemen.
No shirt, no shoes, no service.
That's right. No, but and then he's just being...
He's
wrong.
He's really
accusatory,
very accusatory, and making her feel like it's her fault only.
Yeah.
But it takes two to tango, boy. And you know what? You didn't have protection either, and you didn't make sure that you had protection.
Yeah.
So you're both very irresponsible.
Both in the wrong.
I sound like my mother, but that is super. I was so mad. Like I was their parents. I was so mad.
Me too. Because not to get TMI, but I've never gotten like caught up in the moment.
No, because I was like, this is the moment.
Yeah,
let's take a break.
Let's prepare.
Let's have a prepared
moment.
Like
I said, no jacket, no entry.
Nope.
No, but then he goes, let me see them. Like she thinks she's lying.
Right?
Yeah.
And you know what? Why? I thought it was weird that she kept the birth control in the bathroom. Though
well,
I guess
she didn't. She had it in her purse.
But Brooke did though. You know, it made more sense to me that maybe.
Yeah.
You know, everyone takes it differently, but like,
it's true.
Haley had it just so happened to have it in her pocketbook. Like, I do have it. So here you go.
She had the perfect. She was like, "I'm 17. Do I want? No, I don't.
No, I don't want to have a
baby. We're in
baby.
high school. It's
right.
like, yeah, Haley.
Finally, you know what?
someone...
Brooke even said to her too. She's like, "Well, Haley, you know, in the heat of the moment." And you didn't say anything, so maybe you are thinking that like just a hint.
Yeah, no,
like,
I don't think so either.
No, come on, stop making her feel like that. But
she just wanted to feel love and connection.
They were both
again.
in the wrong, and they were both said some things. But towards the end of the episode, they seemed they both say that they're sorry.
Yeah,
which was good.
Which I feel like whenever they have a fight, besides the long one where she leaves him.
I know. I was going to say,
they usually resolve it
They don't
quick.
need this right now. They're trying to get their marriage back in order. So these small things like this, even though it doesn't seem small. And then Lucas even says to him, well, Brooke and I had a pregnancy scare.
Like, it doesn't only happen to you.
Right.
It happens to a lot of people. But, I don't know.
What do you jumping tracks here? What do you think about them fixing up the old basketball court?
Right. Whitey's pissed because they keep losing games because
and the name of the gym is Whitey.
Whitey, so he doesn't want a shitty team playing in a building that's named after him, which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
And he brings them to this dump, which I guess this town just has
a spare basketball
court.
court.
Same thing. I'm like, this is weird.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. And he wants them to, I guess, build character and realize that they need to get their shit together. I mean, the two co-captains are still at each other's throats.
It's still so annoying to me.
Yeah. They can't pull it together. And Nate isn't having it. But I liked right at the moment where Dan comes in and says, oh, yeah, me and my son... We're
out of here.
We're out of here. And Nate walks in and he's like, come on, son, let's go. And Nate's like, fuck you. And he picks up a paintbrush.
Nah, I'm not going anywhere.
Nah, I'm not going. And Whitey gives him a wink.
Yeah.
Like, yay, he's back. So they're just fixing this basketball court to play. But we finally have that moment where Luke and Nate are playing together.
They're kind of smiling towards each other.
Luke is able to take the ball from Nate and explains the reason he was able to do it was because that part of the floor is like a dead zone. Mm-hmm. The ball doesn't bounce. So their plan now is to map out the court, find these spots, and use it to their advantage because Whitey said this is where they're going to be playing their games now.
Yeah.
So
sort of cheating.
I know that is kind of cheating.
But that's what they're
like
do.
You said, they didn't do that in their last gym?
No, I'm like, okay, they didn't have any dead spots in their last gym?
I guess not. I mean, coming from this gym that's shit, I guess that's not something that's normal. And that's, we could talk about Brooke getting into Rogue Vogue.
Yeah.
So her designs are entered, and she automatically assumes it's Lucas because Lucas has a tendency of entering
doing nice things, for
signing
people.
up mom for school, and
Hayden's artwork.
So Brooke is like, me too. My boyfriend entered my clothing designs into Rogue Vogue, which is a fashion show in New York City.
And they have designers there, and people will model their clothes.
Yep. And she eventually mentions it to him, and he's like, I wish I did it, but it wasn't me. Did you guys have a guess when...
I knew it was Rachel.
We said it in the beginning. We're like, it was Rachel.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious, and I think the moment Brooke realizes is when she's looking through the designs and sees the red dress that Rachel was wearing, and she goes to Rachel and says, oh, thank you for doing that. And we have that little moment where Rachel's like, no, thank you.
Yeah, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, what is that about?
Yeah, Allie on Twitter says Rachel is a sneaky bitch.
Yeah.
So what do you think she's up to?
I don't know. I
don't know.
Do you think she's up to something, or that she genuinely did it to help Brooke?
I still don't.
I really don't know.
Teeter-tottering on that. I don't really know which way this can go.
I keep feeling like she wants to redeem herself and become friends and like kind of make herself look. I mean, we always said that she wanted to make herself look better, but maybe she'll actually be like genuine by being a good person. But I still don't know.
I'm not really that last comment.
I'm just like, what was that? Was it necessary?
Was it necessary? Did it really mean nothing?
Right, because sometimes shows will do it where you kind of think it means something.
Like, honestly, not to get off, but I'm still on the. Why didn't Andy show up to his room?
Yeah.
When she called?
Why does Karen still see Nicole? I mean...
What?
Royal. I'm like, who the heck is Nicole? Nickelback?
Think of the OC.
Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh, you're merging our shows.
I know, I'm merging them. Old men.
Yeah. You're right on the old. Very good, Lizzie.
Thank you.
Just
Royal. What's with Royal Karen? We still didn't find out.
Yeah, like that.
I know. Like, does it mean something?
Maybe that doesn't mean anything. Just like Andy does.
It's been 3 seasons. We haven't heard anything.
Where's Royal?
Where's Royal? Team Royal.
Team Royal.
Still holding out for Royal.
Yeah, we haven't talked about Royal in a couple of podcast episodes.
Yeah, we haven't brought him up. Sorry, Royal. Where are you? You out there somewhere?
I hope he comes back.
Yeah. Is there anything else we want to touch on? We can rate Dan now. Let's look back on the things he did these 2 episodes. Messed with Nate and Haley.
Got Keith arrested.
That's a big one.
I knew he was going to do that.
Yeah. Ismayer has this control. Confronts Whitey about taking Nate with him. What are we thinking?
He didn't really succeed in much except for getting Keith arrested, and that's something that's big. So I say fucking Dan.
That's what Ali on Twitter said. She agrees with the fucking Dan for these 2 episodes.
And creepy in there too.
Yeah, we could do a creepy. Fucking Dan / Creepo Dan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For sure.
Oh, yeah, and all the, speaking of Creepo Dan, all the stuff with Haley in the beginning. Like,
touching her bra. No, that's why I was like,
leaning disgusting.
We need to add in a Creepo Dan. I'll add that in on the,
Where do we want to put that on the Dan scale? We have, shaking my head Dan, damn it Dan, fucking Dan, no words Dan.
Maybe in between fucking and damn it.
Yeah.
With a Creepo? Yeah.
Creepo.
So this one can be on the line of creepo and fucking.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah.
You know, right on the line. It's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
The Dan suckage meter.
If you haven't seen it, check it out because it's pretty hysterical.
Yeah, when we post the episode, we throw up our Dan suckage meter. It has a face of Dan. It's got some basketballs on it.
And Dan's head everywhere.
It would definitely be, if Dan could create his own suckage meter, this is probably what it would look like.
Yeah.
I would definitely throw him in there with fucking Dan for this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for the fact that we finally are so happy to have Keith back, and then he's ripped from us.
Ripped it. He ripped it
and he had that smile at the end of the pan close-up of his stupid,
I mean, we knew he
face.
Was going to use his mare.
I did.
And like I said,
I knew he was
going to go after Keith. I knew he was going to go after Keith.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, I knew this was coming. Him being creepy towards Haley, like, actually makes me more pissed than Keith getting arrested, because I kind of saw that coming, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm still upset about it. Not happy about it.
What did you think of Karen's look to Dan? Do you think she's gonna...
Oh. She knows. She's like, I know exactly what the fuck you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, she's pissed.
I said, guys, don't worry. Season 9 will get a revenge on Dan. The last episode of Season 9.
Imagine that's how they wrap up the show.
Yeah. Like, maybe Dan dying or something.
Not actually an issue when the new cast comes.
Yeah, maybe there's hope for sooner relief.
I always laugh about the new cast.
Yeah.
Because I still don't believe a new cast is coming, except for, the Netflix thumbnail with the 2 guys.
Except for the fact that a new cast is coming.
I know.
I know.
We just don't want to admit it, but...
Imagine if we didn't know anything, though.
I know. That would have been, probably the best. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Because now I know it's coming. we joke about, but I do know it is going to come. I just wish people didn't tell us that. And we could have been like, what? When it does happen, however they do it.
Right.
It's okay.
It's okay. It happens.
Okay. There's so many other things that are going to happen.
Yeah, we really don't know.
What the fuck?
Yeah, besides that, we really don't know. I don't know anything in the storyline. As far as I know, they're going to be in high school until season 9.
I know.
Yeah.
The last semester's going to be stretched
really know
out.
What it's going to be.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Good shit, Maroki.
We could talk about the music. We had good stuff. The episode 10 started off with that Fall Out Boy, Sugar We're Going Down.
Yeah.
During the montage of kind of wrapping up what happened. We also had the New Amsterdams. Katy Perry was in there. Fighter Pilot, Rosie Thomas, and Bethany Joy Lenz as Haley singing her song. Little trivia.
Yeah,
So
trivia.
episode 10.
Get her excited.
Whitey, Keith, and Karen do not appear in this episode. But
Duh.
But we know that episode 11's different for
We know
trivia
that's
this
going to
week.
change.
Let's see. I just like to skim these before, just in case. Bethany Joy Lenz is credited as Bethany Joy Gagliotti for the first time, this time after her marriage to Michael Gagliotti on December 31st, 2005.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Her hubby at the time. I don't know if she's still
I don't Google her. So.
No, we're not allowed to Google anything.
She knows. One of our Tree Hill experts, feel free to tweet us and let us know. This is the first One Tree Hill episode to have a section before the credits made into a musical montage of previous events.
Yeah. I liked it.
I experienced that.
I'm just reading them just in case because from previous we know.
Oh, we have snaps, right?
Well, I read the question from Snapchat from Logan already. When Ellie and Peyton are in Ellie's music room, Ellie mentions the song "To Wish Impossible Things," and the violin in the song "To Wish Impossible Things" is the 18th episode in season 1.
Oh,
nice.
That's cool. That's a nice little connection.
What were the song titles of the episode?
So Brave New World is. I gotta scroll back down to where the music is. Iron Maiden.
Okay.
Is an Iron Maiden song. And then episode 11, Return of the Future, is... Sorry, guys, the music's at the bottom of this page that I use. A song by Scooter. And then we also had some band... We had Not a Surf, obviously. We had Switchfoot. Love Switchfoot. Twin Star, Kate Earl, Mozilla, Not a Surf had 2 songs, Supergrass and I'm Clute.
Nice.
And then trivia. Mouth does not appear in this episode.
I noticed that too.
Yeah, Mouth wasn't in the second one.
This trivia sucks.
Yeah.
This is the first episode of season 3 that Keith appears in having been absent for the first 10 episodes.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, but what about last season, too? You didn't tell us how many episodes he was gone last season.
Yeah, because he left...
10 plus. He left, after the wedding, so that wasn't...
That was towards the end.
It was towards the end, but not, at the end.
Yeah, it wasn't at the end exactly.
It was probably, a good 14 episodes that he wasn't in it. I wonder what he was doing all that time. Were you getting job elsewhere?
I want to know. I know that Keith is back and great, but what were you doing?
What were you doing?
Where'd you go?
I mean, he mentioned he went looking for Jules, found Jules, realized
Jules.
She wasn't the same person, and that Karen was the one for him.
Yes. Yeah.
So cute. Yeah. And now he's back in jail or something.
I know. I'm hopeful, though. I think everything will work out. I don't know when, but...
We're 16, man.
Do you girls want to do some predictions for anything? Any
God,
characters you think
go
where
so
they're
many
heading?
Well, I think... Okay, so Rachel...
Yeah.
What's she up to?
She can maybe, I was thinking this, maybe she's trying to take down Brooke. To get super... just ridiculous thinking, in a Dan way. She's not violent, but maybe she's just coming to take you
trying
down.
to take over. She wants to be
I don't know. I don't have much for Rachel. Although I did like her exchange with Mouth. I thought that was pretty cute.
Do you think she's genuine when she's doing that?
With Mouth, yeah.
Yeah.
I do. I think... I don't know. She's...
It's wasted breath. Let's move on.
Yeah.
All right. We
No, I didn't
her character
like that,
is not very important to us.
Not yet, anyway.
Right.
Peyton and Ellie, I like Peyton's storyline.
Is Ellie gonna die?
I don't know.
Oh, gosh. I know. That's gonna be hard.
If she does die, I hope... if she does die, I hope Peyton feels relieved and feels she learned a lesson.
Yeah.
From her. You know, she feels very... It's sad, but almost... Like... The only thing I can think of is The Fault in Our Stars.
Oh.
No, but the way it was sad, but she got something good out of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If she dies.
Yeah.
Let's hope. I'm hoping she doesn't.
Yeah, no, I mean, death is never good.
I don't know if she'll stay around for long, though. I mean, is she gonna be like a regular? Is she gonna be Peyton's... You know, she's Peyton's real mom.
Parent figure.
Since
Larry's back on the boat.
Is on the boat.
Larry was killing it as a dad, and now
he was doing such a good job.
He's just back on that
New Larry.
goddamn boat.
New Larry.
Maybe next time he'll come back, it'll be even different Larry.
I thought Roseanne, and they had the two different sisters.
Yeah.
The two Beckys.
Right.
Brookus. I guess they're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a prediction that she's going to move to New York after high school.
Rogue Vogue.
And her and Lucas will dissolve their relationship.
I think, we
think that Brooke will break it off. And but it will be okay. It will be for the best.
Yeah.
Peyton, yeah.
Do we think Jake's coming back?
No, I don't think so.
Jake's done?
I think Jake is done.
He's over the Mindy Project?
Yeah. Is he on the Mindy Project?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Oh,
Brian Greenberg.
I love Brian Greenberg. He's done so much. He's adorable.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Jake moved on to bigger and better things, and I'm happy for him.
I mean, I hope Jenny's probably like 27 at this point.
Right?
So.
Right? Oh my gosh.
But that's all for now, I think.
Yeah. I think Nelly is okay. I think they'll be fine. Excited to read their predictions for the year. Whenever that happens.
Oh, yes, that's right.
See
whatever Nate said in the predictions.
The end of the year.
I think he's gonna get out of jail. Him and Karen have to be together.
I'll tell you what I'm hoping for. A haircut.
Yeah.
I would love for Lucas to get a haircut.
I would love for Lucas to get a haircut.
Lucas is a little...
Yeah.
And the scruffiness changes every
episode.
Yeah, sometimes it's up and spiked, and then sometimes it's swooped down to the side.
Got on the bus to go to the gym, and it was, like, combed.
Yeah.
And then he gets off the bus, and it's, like, matte. What the fuck happened on that bus?
It was a really hard ride.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I know, and he needs a haircut. And I like Nate with longer hair. We talked about this before, but
he had the buzz
he needs
cut
a little bit.
Right.
But honestly, it seems to be growing pretty quickly.
Yeah.
He's definitely got like a little fro thing going on.
It's definitely growing.
So I'm appreciating that. I like him with a little bit longer hair on the top.
Yeah.
That's how I like most of my men. You know, short, clean cut look, but not buzzed.
No, not buzzed. Yeah. Good prediction.
What are your predictions?
I am so happy that Keith is
back. Yeah.
I know.
No,
Keith was...
Even though I've watched the show, just because we've been watching every week,
and there's no Keith.
And not having Keith and finally having him back, I'm like, oh.
Definitely miss Keith.
Pretty little face.
He's like... I keep saying it each season, but he's like, I don't know why, but like my favorite character.
Yeah.
I did
want to ask you guys. That is something I did want to do for this episode. Now that we're halfway through season 3, we've had a lot of progress with a lot of characters. Currently, right now, as of today, who's your favorite female and favorite male character? We'll start with Michelle.
Okay.
Peyton.
Favorite female. That hasn't changed since day one.
Favorite male. Chris Keller. No. Mouth. No, Mouth.
Mouth is great.
I really love Mouth, and
it's not Felix? Okay.
Felix.
Who's Felix?
Felix who? And for a second, I really was like, Felix.
You're like, who?
That episode with Mouth and his grandfather just...
Oh, yeah.
Mouth and his podcast, and he's just...
He's us. Mouth is us.
I know, Mouth is us, so Mouth and Peyton.
Yeah. They both podcast.
I know.
Maybe that's a thing.
Maybe.
I know. That's why we're gravitating.
Right?
And obviously, I love Keith, and I'm excited he's back, but I haven't seen Keith in 10 episodes.
Right.
Mouth, we're getting more and more and more. Every time we get more Mouth, I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so genuine. I just love
he's
you.
adorable.
And Peyton, still on the Peyton train, guys.
I like Peyton.
I like Peyton too.
Those are. Oh, and Haley, I do love too.
I'm still not. I haven't forgiven her yet.
Yeah, but Peyton has been my favorite, and Mouth. So those are my two.
Yeah,
list.
That's right. I love Keith and Karen.
They're like a package deal.
They're a package deal. I can't split them up. Honestly, like Peyton and Brooke, I don't care what happens to them as much as I care what happens to Karen.
That's
I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's
Other than that,
fine.
like Deb is great too. I mean, who else? Rachel, Haley. Haley's. I'm getting there with her. I'm glad that she's not as needy. She's kind of letting Nate take its course, and she put her foot down with the whole birth control thing. So I'm glad. I like them. I like them as a pair.
Yeah, and I think I also I've liked Peyton
since day one.
Pretty much, right? Even though she was really moody.
She was super moody in the
very
beginning. I think that's why I really
Yeah.
haven't gotten over it, the moodiness.
Yeah.
And that's why I can't, like...
Yeah, although I'm enjoying her storyline of not being around boy drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's dealing with her inner shit and her mother. And I'm like, this is refreshing compared to, like, the other teenage drama.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm still enjoying
Yeah, because Brooke and Haley are both dealing with their boys.
Yeah.
And Peyton, her boy left.
And
so
she's become more... She's just figuring herself out.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like her character development.
I think right now, knowing what I know, I think I'm going to go with Peyton.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like last time we said this, I liked Haley, but now I like Peyton's story, her character, what she's been through and how she's growing.
Yeah.
Male character, I should have thought of this because I thought of the question, but now I'm like, I do love Keith. I don't know if he's my favorite.
Yeah, it's like the...
and I really like Mouth too.
Yeah, I love Mouth.
Oh man. I want to say Nate.
Yeah.
Nate, I think
that's a good choice.
I think
he's also gone
he's
changed.
Yeah. And the fact that he's been through so much, having Dan as a father, having Deb as your mother. Deb's not a bad person, but she's done some shit. She tried to murder her husband.
Like,
she's damaged.
Very damaged.
And the fact that he emancipated himself, he's, doing his own thing. He's dealt with this shit with Haley, but now is even, working on forgiving her, and they're working on he's just been through so much that I think right now Nate is probably my favorite.
Yeah,
good choice.
Good choice.
I like that we all have different choices.
Yeah, Nate and Peyton. Which, I'm comfortable with that choice.
Yeah, I'm comfortable with my choice too.
Yeah. So, I just wanted to know because I was thinking, I'm like, I think our choices have changed.
And I think, obviously, it's consensus of who our least favorite character is.
Yeah, I think we can all say Dan.
Yeah.
Dan. And least favorite female?
Rachel.
Yeah, I guess we'll throw Rachel.
Bevan's so much better than her.
Oh yeah.
Bevan loves Bevy.
Bevan's harmless.
Yeah, she's
Bevan
like Tim.
Bevan and Tim. Oh, I should have said Bevan and Tim were my favorite male and female. Bevan.
Yeah. Rachel, and the thing is, I don't have a hatred for Rachel.
You don't know what she's up to.
I just was like, you're unnecessary.
You know, because she has those scenes, like the mouth scene, or when she gives Lucas advice. You're like, okay, Rachel's just trying. She's new. She just, but then she
says shit like that at the end.
Then she does sneaky shit, and says no, thank you. Like, oh, what are you up to? It's kind of like you don't know.
Yeah,
with her.
Yeah.
She's a big old question mark.
Yeah.
I still don't feel like I'll ever be on the Brooke train.
Me too.
I just don't feel like I'm gonna get there.
I don't hate her. Or anything.
I don't hate her.
And
I just
her
don't find her to be.
It's nothing that I'm like
exhilarating.
Yeah. And maybe when she finds herself in New York City as a fashion designer, as we see her
which
going.
is a great plot.
I don't know. It would have to take a lot. It's just. I'm sure Peyton's going to go into music, right?
Yeah, and maybe her and Haley will work closely together because Haley is going to, sing and Peyton will produce it. What the? I don't know if the mic picked that up, but the boys upstairs. I've never heard them have a high-pitched scream ever.
That was Aunt.
Yeah, that was definitely Aunt. Yeah.
I don't know what Lucas or Nate, what their future holds.
College basketball?
I guess.
Shouldn't they be looking at colleges right now?
Yeah, shouldn't they be looking?
They should be.
They should be.
I think they're around busy with time.
I know, but
this is about the time that you look for.
I think we get to that.
I would hope so.
Soon. I mean, we don't know what the fuck.
We don't know what it is
right now. What season, month? Unless they say
the cafe had lights, but then again, it looked like it was just cafe lights.
Yeah. So we don't know.
We don't know.
Don't know shit.
But then again, it's good for the writers because they can do whatever the hell they want, and we would never know.
They can extend. They can make a storyline feel like forever, but really, it's been a week. You know,
it's true.
So
very true.
Yeah. I mean, that's really it for these 2 episodes. We can wrap it up.
Take it away.
Follow us on all of the things. I just realized that instead of saying go to our SoundCloud, like soundcloud.com/, we have treehilltalk.com.
Oh my god, we do have treehilltalk.com. We do have.
So go to treehilltalk.com. That takes us to the SoundCloud. I forgot that I got that domain a long time ago.
It's kind of easier that way.
Oh. Yeah. Wonderful. Mm-hmm.
Great, right?
I'll do that on my podcast too, because
I forgot.
Plugged us on my dream podcast, and so I give the whole spiel.
Yeah.
But this is so much easier.
Yep.
So treehilltalk.com. treehilltalk@gmail.com
is our email if you want to send us emails.
Treehill, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah, it's Treehill Talk on all of our social media platforms, and we're pretty much on everything. We're on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. And then we have our Patreon, which we mentioned.
And YouTube.
And our YouTube channel, which we do our live streams.
Everywhere.
So in 3 weeks, we will be live streaming us watching episode 16, as well as podcasting.
It was highly requested that we record our reactions for episode 16.
Everyone wants us to do that episode. For those of you that watched know why. So we will be doing the live stream of us watching, as well as the podcast recording.
Maybe when we watch episode 15, when we make prediction, like we'll be able to really predict what's going to happen.
Yeah, we guys can do that.
I'm nervous.
Sure, no problem. And so follow us on our Patreon. We have our pre-show, which we will be launching onto our iTunes and SoundCloud. The first official. Last week we did one to dip our toes into the water. Mm-hmm. And people seemed to like it, so we did another one, which was 27 minutes.
Yeah. So check it out.
Who knew we could talk for so long?
Right?
So that will be up. If you guys like it, then starting next week, it will be up on our Patreon page. If you go to patreon.com/treehilltalk, we'll have our pre-show. You get the podcast 1 day early, so you get to hear it before everybody else. And we have our commentary that we record ourselves as we're watching the episode. So if you ever want to sync up and watch along with us, or you just want to hear our reactions as things are happening.
Yeah, because you can pretty much hear the episode very lightly in the background. I mean, we're loud. I mean, I can speak for myself. I'm loud.
Yeah,
but
we all are.
You can kind of hear the episode. So if you wanted to even just listen to us talking during it, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, so that's all on there. And then eventually we're going to put out some videos and fun, little extras for you guys. And we'll do that there. So if you want to contribute, support the show, that's a great way to do it. And on December 1st, we are doing our second giveaway. We have a Keith Scott's Body Shop hoodie, which is soft and nice. I look at it every day and I'm like, I need to get one of those.
I'm going to get one.
I think I'm going to get one too. And we have a trick shot glass. So we will be giving out those 2 things to one winner. So if you win, you get both items.
Nice.
All it takes is $1 to be entered into the giveaway, and we do giveaways every month. And we're working on getting some other goodies for you guys, which will be really sweet.
Mm-hmm. So stay tuned, because those are really exciting.
Those are gonna be really good prizes. So if you want a chance to win, go over to our Patreon. Yeah. And that's really it.
That's it.
And also another way to support the show very quickly is, if you don't want to do Patreon, give us a review and 5 stars on iTunes.
Yeah.
If you listen to us on iTunes, if you are an Apple user, you guys can go over there, find Tree Hill Talk, give us 5 stars, and write a review. That way we know what you guys think. And on SoundCloud, if you listen there, just give us a little heart, and you can comment, obviously.
Yeah.
Also.
Just let us know that you're there.
Yeah, let us know you're listening.
Yes.
And I think we have a couple shout-outs for Twitter. We have some new followers that I want to shout out. At Fallen Angel 356 says she's a huge fan. Thank you so much.
Yay.
And she was excited about the prize that I mentioned that I'm not going to say here. So if you want to know what prize I'm talking about, you have to go to Twitter. See what I did there. And then the 20s Collective also said that she is a big fan. I'm just scrolling to find her actual tweet because I want to read it. She said, guys, if you're obsessed with One Tree Hill like we are, you have to check out the Tree Hill Talk podcast. So sweet,
Yay.
thank you.
Thank you.
And she said, you're so welcome. I'm one of your biggest fans.
Aww.
It's like, yay.
We're your biggest fan.
We're your biggest fan, seriously. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for all the love and support and comments and retweets and favorites and likes.
Fun. It's been so much fun.
It really is a lot of fun, and we love that our little Tree Hill Talk family is growing. And yeah, it's great. I love it. It makes me happy.
Yeah.
As always.
Too.
So we will see you for the next episode. And
which we'll be recording next Wednesday.
Yes. Because it is Thanksgiving next Thursday. So we will be getting together on Wednesday to record that for you guys.
So think about your questions, in advance, now that you know what day we're recording.
Yeah. So we will be recording next Wednesday, episodes 12 and 13.
12 and 13. Oh my god.
Getting closer.
Getting closer to 16, which is giving me anxiety.
Bye.